even know if that would be right.
I could not believe that he called my underwear gas station panties.
I mean, I've done a lot of road tripping in my day. A lot. Across many state lines. And I can tell you, never once have I run into gas station panties.
So that's how he describes underwear that are meant for utility, that are just, they're okay looking.
Oh my God. First off, I want to know what gas stations he's hanging out at, because my local Shell is certainly not displaying up on a rack. Buy your panties here. Like, I've seen
a lot of bizarre shit in gas stations, but never.
So have I.
But never panties.
Gas station panties. I've even seen gas stations that have showers in them.
Yeah.
But I have never seen them sell, hey, and on your way out, grab a fresh pack of panties.
Yeah. So forever coined now, I'll be like, sorry, I'm wearing the gas station
I know,
panties.
I was just going to say. So now it's like when you're wearing like your comfies, check out my not my grannies, my gas stationies. Like, take a peek. Here's my BPs. Yeah, my BPs. Sometimes the dumbest shit cracks me up to myself. It's ridiculous.
Actually, gas station branded panties, like you just said. BPs,
I feel like maybe this maybe this is right. This is it exactly. Maybe this is the market you and I need to jump in on. I am sure nobody has created this, so we should get in on this now while the getting's hot, because we're gonna put this idea out there.
Yeah, registered trademark. Copyright.
Yeah, copyright. Patent pending. Don't do any copyright infringement.
My God.
I will now never look at Stefan and not think gas station panties.
I swear to God.
I know one drunk night I'm going to turn to him and be like, so exactly where did you first buy gas station panties or see these? Because I need to visit this location.
I already warned him. I said, that's it. It's in writing now. It's over.
Yeah, it is.
So you're never going to live it down.
Never, ever, ever in a million years.
Now, speaking of panties.
But wait, there really is more.
Trailing off of this, almost had a very embarrassing moment.
Oh.
Almost. So quickly, I'll just say, I went to use the ladies' room yesterday.
Uh-huh.
And, I did my thing.
Good for you. I'm proud.
I was wearing stretchy, yoga pants yesterday.
We both were yesterday.
And I went to pull them up, fine and dandy, washed my hands.
Wait, I just want to point out that you literally are you're doing the hand motion of pulling them up, but you were already past your boobs. Like, how high up are you pulling those things?
Urkel style.
Because you literally were like, and I'm pulling them up, and all of a sudden I see your hands go past your boobs, and I was like, whoa.
Right under them.
Oh.
Just in case I want to be free.
You want a free bounce?
Yeah.
Well,
anyways.
That may not add some support, but sure.
So pull them up. You always do that one full check in the mirror before you go because, shit happens. Literally. So I go and I'm doing the once over my pants and I'm feeling something a lump.
Oh, no.
And I was like, what the fuck is on my leg? And then I feel it and I'm like, ooh.
You missed the toilet?
No. I didn't miss the toilet. Just part of the tissue didn't make it into the toilet. So I had this lump, and I was like, what the fuck? How old am I? So I removed the lump, and I saved myself. Crisis averted. For a second, you think about it, and you're like, logically, how did that happen? Because how many times have I gone to the bathroom before without this happening?
So I have to trail into this one because... I wish I could say I was having the same experience. I am walking my dog the other day. I'm walking down the street. I'm having a great day. My dog isn't being a psycho. It's turning out to be a good start. I feel good. I feel good about myself. I'm feeling myself. And I walk past somebody and I notice they checked out my butt. And then I'm like, ooh, I must be having a good butt day. So I'm feeling even more I might even be getting a little extra sway going. And then I walk and there's another guy who does it. And I'm like, damn, girl. I am feeling fucking gold at this point. You know what I mean? Because now it's that's a 2-checker, right? That's pretty dope. So I'm walking, I'm going along. I get checked out a third time.
Third time's a charm.
But third time was a couple, and I'm like, man, girl, like fire. Like I felt like I was glowing in the dark fucking hotness. At this point, I'm in full like bounce mode. Like, you know, I've got everything's just kind of like bonk, 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 you know, and I've got the whole walk going. And I go in. Oh, and neighbor saw me, and I'm chatting with neighbor. I go upstairs, and I'm like, you know, Harper, what a good walk, and you know, like I'm feeling so good about it. I realized that when I was playing with Harper, and I decided to switch and put on yoga pants, the toy, her pull rope, which is a very yellow, purple, green neon, got stuck in the back of my yoga pants, and everybody was staring at my newly formed fucking tail.
Oh. My
fucking God, Hope. I walked 3 solid Chicago blocks.
Oh, my.
With a tail. All of a sudden, my great butt day was like, like deflated. Yep, apparently I grew a tail. So me and my dog, and I cannot even begin to think of how much more the sway on my extra little hip sway made that thing just bounce around. And the fact that I didn't feel it once while we were walking, injury to insult. Because it actually seemed like I knew it was there. And it was dead center, tucked into the back of my yoga pants. That dog is not allowed to have any more toys that are ropes. That's it. Oh my God, Hope. It was like worse than toilet paper. Worse than toilet paper.
Yeah, because it's visible.
It was neon. Of course it was visible. Oh my God, I wanted to die. Best butt day, not so much. I was so sad. God. I am now somebody's story. Like, yeah, dude, I saw this girl walking down the street and she had like a rope. Like, I think she actually knew she had a tail and she was walking with her dog.
She wanted to flaunt it.
Like, was she doing, what's that animal play? I forget what it's called.
Oh, pony play?
Pony play. Dude. God damn it, man. Yeah. It doesn't, so here's the thing, okay? It may be a pretty bad thing to have been seen. The other day, though, when I was coming here, I'll tell you what I did see that it has me still saying, it's like one of those things that make you go,
Yes.
Right? Dude's on his 10-speed. I see him getting, you know, he's driving. He's riding his bike down the street. Driving. He's got a motor. He's riding his bike towards me. As he gets closer, I see something on the handlebar, and I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is that, right? You know, I mean, this is a guy, like, clearly not, I don't want to say, but homeless. He has fucking toilet paper, not a brand new roll. This has clearly been a used roll that's hanging on. I mean, it's not like something out you're making a face like it's got crap on it. I mean, is he pulling over and having to take a dump on his ride? And then, so he had toilet paper.
Man, this is a common theme today.
On the roll. I know, that's why I'm bringing it up now, because I'm like, oh my God, this totally could not have tied in any better if we tried. And we didn't discuss our things, so we didn't know these things were coming. This guy literally has a very used roll of toilet paper at this point. Like, it's less than half a roll left. Less than half a roll just dangling on the handlebar. And I'm looking at him and I'm thinking, so, like, do you pull over and go into an alley or what? Like, where are you going with that? And I was so lost and so confused, Hope. I could not wrap my head around the use of this toilet paper on his 10-speed handle. It'll forever be stuck in my brain. I will see him forever and ever.
You know what he's going to use it for.
Well, yeah. But still, like, what an odd thing. It's just kind of, this is Chicago, right? The city we live in where we see the weirdest shit sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
On a regular basis. Like the Saw guy.
Oh, yeah. That was interesting.
The fucking
random
Saw guy. So we were going to lunch one day, Hope and I were on our way to lunch, and we see this guy on a bike riding down the street. I still have video of this, Hope.
I think I have a copy of it as well.
We'll post it on our Patreon, because this video, when you see
it's priceless.
It's priceless. So as we drive by, I'm like, oh my God, dude, it's the fucking guy from Saw.
And at first, I didn't understand. Like, I thought Chrissie was just fucking with me. But then she's like, no, I'm going to slow down the car. You have the phone. Pull it out. Let's get video footage of the guy. So
yeah,
I proceeded to do so.
Well, I had to turn around. Then I had to back up because he was, like, taking so long. And I thought, did he just disappear into the fucking, like, ether? Because he was gone. And then he just popped up again. And he's, like, riding. It was just the weirdest fucking saw thing.
It was weird because it was so spot on, and it was in the middle of this like industrial area, and he was riding. I would say the bike seemed a little small for him.
Yeah, but I think it was one of those weird bikes too, where it was like a tri-bike, not a tricycle like the Saw fucking puppet.
No.
But it was a tricycle, I believe, and I think it had a basket in the back. I haven't watched the video for quite a while.
Yeah, it's been a little bit.
It's been a bit.
And his hair was jet black,
and
too.
like slicked down. It was creepy. And he had a suit on.
A gray
and
suit.
it was 120 degrees outside.
Yeah.
That day it was so hot. And I remember him on that. The suit was what stuck out to me, the suit and the hair. And then I saw the bike and it all just like
it came together.
And I thought, fuck, dude, really?
He really exists.
Yeah, he does. 100%.
So another time that we were both out, we were driving and there was a vehicle.
I hate you right now.
A car in front of us, and we were wondering, like, okay, we see that the car is kind of moving a little bit slow. There's a man hanging with his ass outside of the passenger window trying to hold they had like some sort of board or sign or something on top of the car. His ass was literally outside of the window.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was, to me, bizarre, and considering where we were, there's a lot of cop activity. I'm surprised they didn't pull him over and would have been like, hey, you need to get your ass in the car.
They kept pulling over because he kept losing control of the sign. Like, whatever it was on the top of his car, he kept losing control of it. It kept sliding off.
They went above and beyond to make sure that the sign was going to get to wherever they were going.
It felt like such a Final Destination moment. Like, I did not want to be the car behind them, which I was for a short bit, because I thought that sign was going to go right through my windshield, and I just didn't want to be decapitated by that shit at all. So, yeah, I remember that one, too.
Now, speaking of signs, something else I've seen, and it always happens when I'm on my way to the studio. There's a storefront, and it says, in big letters, "We sell medical equipment." And, it proceeds to say, like, a CPAP machine. They had, like, wheelchairs, canes, all that stuff. But in bigger letters, for whatever reason, and I guess this is probably an attention grabber, breast pumps.
Well, it caught your attention.
It sure did.
I mean, that's exactly
and I was
what
like,
it's for.
Seriously? Breast pumps? Big ass signage, breast pumps. If you need them, go to this place.
We can just hit us up. We'll tell you where they're at.
Anyways. Now, one other thing trailing off of that, things I've seen in Chicago.
Because I have one of something I saw with our friend Cash yesterday that it just clicked to me because both of us stopped dead in our tracks to look at it because we were like, what the fuck is that?
So this is going to be the last one that I'm going to say. When I used to work at the airport, I used to deal with a lot of different passengers coming from all over the place. We used to lock wheelchairs with bike locks because we tie, like, the way they locked them was on the wheel to another wheelchair. And the reason being is because the wheelchairs are really expensive. We used to lock them because people used to steal them. Well, it turns out one day I'm doing my job, doing my thing. I see someone steal an airport wheelchair because it was not locked up. Wait, it gets better. So they're proceeding to try, the wheelchairs fold up, but this was a bigger one than the standard kind. They had so much trouble trying to get this wheelchair into their car.
Oh, they were literally trying
to.
I thought you meant they were like trying to get from one place to another, sitting in it in the airport.
No.
Oh, no. Legit theft.
Yes.
Okay.
And at the time, like, I was a lot younger, but they stole the wheelchair.
Unreal.
Mm-hmm. So if you're ever at the airport and you're wondering why.
It's proof you gotta lock everything up.
You gotta lock them up.
You cannot not lock it up.
So what did you see?
It has nothing. I mean, it's not as great as a fucking wheelchair theft. But we were driving down the street and there was this beauty salon. And there is I'll have to pass it with you to show you. It's on Elston by Hamlin. For people who are driving by. But it's a beauty salon. And usually on the front of beauty salons, either they have really nice hand-drawn artwork or whatever with the name of the salon, or they have a bunch of fucking hair pictures.
Yeah.
Right? Like, there's seemingly no in-between with hair salons.
Mm-hmm.
But this one itself has clearly what I'm guessing is the owner, and she has one that's of a head cutout, like just her head shot. Okay. Then there's another one where you could tell it was a selfie, and it's in a heart, and it's her and another guy, and she's looking upward, and her eyes almost cross. And he's looking at the camera, like, completely like dee-dee-dee. And
Oh my.
I thought this is the worst fucking picture to put on a hair salon. Nothing